Alright YouTube, and welcome to another Borderlands 3 news and information video. In this one I want to take a little look at these new cosplay guides that have just come out. I'm a little bit late to the party talking about these, to be honest. I've not had a whole lot of time to make videos, but I'm trying to get a whole lot out there at the moment. So let's have a quick little look at these. We've got Maya, Mordecai, Moxie and Tina. I did have a little look at these before filming this, but I may still miss some minor details, but I'll try and cover all the important stuff if I can, and some minor details that you may have actually missed yourselves. I don't do any cosplay stuff myself, but I can totally appreciate it, and I love seeing it on Twitter and at conventions and stuff like that. I find it really cool, and I can really appreciate it. But the great thing about these guides is that they're not exactly always about the cosplay itself. Like, they actually give you some cool information. Like, you've got these little paragraphs right here to give you some background detail on the characters and things that we may otherwise miss. So let's take a look at Tina first. We've got a little dog paw emblem on her face, which you may not have noticed. It looks like almost kind of like a tattoo type thing in a way. We've got obviously her cool bunny ear things that she's got going on. We've got, it actually says Tina across her knuckles, which you can actually see a little bit further down here. We've got the B team stuff going on everywhere. Of course we know that the B team is going to be Tina, Brick and Mordecai as like a group of mercenaries separate to the Crimson Raiders, so they're not actually associated with the Crimson Raiders anymore. But yeah, the level of detail is just immense on these. Like, these are actually character models, like taken straight from the game. There's something quite interesting down here that I do want to touch on in just a minute. We've got these missiles on her wrist. They're actually grenades. I do believe that you can get pin badges of these in the Numbskull collection, which I did cover in a previous video. There we got a bit of better detail on the Tina across her knuckles right there. This is the part that I really liked. It's a little nod to a character from the Tour Campaign of Carnage DLC for Borderlands 2. So where it says Enrique in this love heart with a bone through it, that is a reference to her pet Skag from one of the side quests in the Tour Campaign of Carnage DLC. And then we've got her signature bunny rabbits going on. We've got this bunny rabbit mask, really reminds me of like Donnie Darko, Frank the Rabbit or something. And then here we have a Roland tattoo, which is just really sad, like a really sad touch. You know, we know that she was like somewhat attached to Roland. These are her shoulder pads. They look like they're made out of bullet casings in a way, something like that. We've got this little illustration going on with like some girl with a bunny rabbit, or presumably Tina, I guess. And then we've got her shoes. So we've got, looks like she's got her leg looks really skinny there. Yeah, it looks like she's got a somewhat spiky armored shoe here, and then we've got like this knee pad, shin pad type thing, and then a rubber shoe, like a basic Converse type shoe, and then some details on like the backpack and the fanny pack thing that she's got going on with all these symbols and insignias all over them. The B team logo we've got right there. We've got the skull, we've got the explosions going on, we've got her signature rabbit logos everywhere. So yeah, really excited to see Tina in Borderlands 3. Not so tiny Tina. The most deranged demolitions expert in all the Borderlands, Tina is a master of all things explosive. Though she has a bit of an active imagination, when you need something reduced to rubble and red mist, there's no one better. Whether she's strapping a stuffed rabbit to a rocket or leading her friends through a crumpet-fueled role-playing game, Tina doesn't let her work get in the way of her playtime. So yeah, not much new in terms of backstory there. I know that the Troy and Tyreen ones tell you a little bit more about the characters, but the Tina character profile pretty much tells you everything we already know about Tina. So let's move on now to Moxie. I'm zoomed out on this one for some reason. So the Moxie one, again, just like Tina, we don't really learn anything new from the paragraph, but I'll read it anyway. Renowned for her charm and hospitality, Moxie makes every drink in the room a little stiffer just by walking in, but she's more than just a pretty face. Moxie has run businesses all across Pandora and Elpis. From deathmatch arenas to dive bars, wherever she's seen, money and mercenaries are never far. Recently she's taken her franchise on the Interstellar Road, setting up a bar aboard Sanctuary 3. That's of course information that we all already know about, but there's a few little details with Moxie that I would like to talk about. So I know a lot of people were complaining that she looked a little bit weird in this game, but from this it doesn't look like she does. Maybe they've sort of fixed it because of backlash, but I think she looks okay. I mean, her face there definitely doesn't look as bad as it did in previous things. A lot of people were complaining. We see that she's got, it might show us a bit more detail on the hat somewhere. there. She's got the Queen of Hearts and the Ace of Spades. I do believe that previously in the other game she just had Queen of Hearts, so she didn't have the Ace of Spades, so maybe that means something in a way. I'm not entirely sure. She's got this crystal thing, she's got bullets around it, she's got all this like goth gear. I don't know if she's ever had that before. And then she's got this weird choker necklace thing going on with these, like, I don't know what they are. They're kind of similar to the blood vial things that Troy has on his chest, but they're definitely not the same. And I'm sticking by my theory that Troy is carrying Tyreen's blood. Here we've got a little holster for Rubi. I really love that, even though she did give the Vault Hunter Rubi in Borderlands 2. And then we've got a megaphone thing. We've got this heart symbol, which is very representative of Moxie. It's everywhere. It's on her thigh right there. So yeah, Moxie's one, again, not much new info, but it's cool to get a little peek at what she's going to look like in the game. And of course the cool new details going on, like with the little holster and stuff that you may not know about unless you take a look at this cosplay guide. So now let's move on to Mordecai. He looks so good, a whole lot better in this game. His outfit's so much better, and the detail on him makes him look a little bit less generic than he has in previous games. That's just my opinion, but yeah. Just like Tina, we've got the B team logo everywhere. I'm just going to read this paragraph real quick. An elite marksman, seasoned hunter and former spy for the Crimson Raiders, Mordecai specialises in taking targets down before they know what's hit them. With decades of experience, he's seen plenty through his rifle's scope, from opening vaults to competing in Mad Mox's Underdome arena and everything in between. With the help of his winged companion Talon, he now works with an independent mercenary crew known as the B Team. So we know the B Team is a little nod to the A Team, typical Borderlands fashion, taking references for other things. But yeah, Mordecai just looks so much cooler in this game. He looks like he's seen some shit, you know. Obviously he lost Bloodwing and all that, but definitely the most interesting part is when we get to see a little bit of Talon. So Talon has this mask type thing on. It's definitely a mask, because obviously we see Talon in the Fight for Sanctuary DLC and he does not have this on. I don't know what this, like, why Mordecai's given this to protect him. I guess he does just look pretty badass with it on. And then of course he's got a collar with a little whatever that is. I don't know. Got like Mordecai's sheath for like a sword. I don't think we've ever seen him use a sword. It would be cool if we get to see that in this game. This is a falconry glove, or it's similar to a falconry glove, so that's pretty good. Extra detail to represent Talon. And then we've got the B Team insignia again everywhere. I've just actually noticed that Mordecai's B Team logo has wings, whereas Tina's B Team logo has explosions. So that's quite interesting that I've only just noticed that. I guess that represents what they specialise in, you know. How Tina specialises in explosives, and then we've got Mordecai. Just accidentally clicked on Maya there, my bad. Mordecai specialises with his bird and stuff, you know. But yeah, this is probably the least interesting cosplay guide in my opinion, but I do like the extra detail that Mordecai has gotten in this game in comparison to the previous ones. I found him a little lackluster in previous Borderlands titles, like his appearance, but I'm really digging this new outfit that he's got going on. I'm going to move on to my favourite now. We've got Maya. She just looks amazing in this game. Jedi Maya. She's without a doubt my favourite looking character in Borderlands 3. Her new design is just really good. And the fact that she has that little siren apprentice now, Ava, is just really cool. But I swear to God, Gearbox, if you make Troy or Tyreen, or even anyone for that matter, kill Maya in this new game, I will riot. But yeah, she kind of has a similar signature outfit in this game, but her whole arm here is covered and gloved, unlike her siren arm on the other hand. Then we also have her awesome cape, which carries through her signature yellow colour from her original Borderlands 2 outfit, so we haven't lost that entirely, even though she's got this new look. We see a class mod right here, which is really unusual, but pretty interesting, because obviously she's not going to be playable in Borderlands 3, as far as we know. I know she isn't. I think it would be silly for her to make her playable, but it's really interesting that they've added this here. Like maybe it's of some importance to the Borderlands 3 plot. Like maybe it's something to do with the Order on Athenas, or something to do with learning about sirens. Because if we read the paragraph right here, it says, as a siren, Maya was once worshipped as a god by the monastic order of the impending storm. After violently clearing up that misunderstanding and leaving for Pandora to become a Vault Hunter, she returned to Athenas to protect the Order, learn more about the sirens, and train her apprentice, Ava. While she no longer spends as much time looting vaults and killing bandits, her powers have only grown in the years since she explored Pandora. So perhaps that book is related to that, in that she's protecting the Order, and she's also out there to learn more about sirens, so maybe that's something to do with that, I don't know. But it's really unusual that they've actually included that on here, like, because we can't even see it. It's not on her there, is it? No. But she's got this little clip thing, which is where obviously the class mods tend to go. It's really strange that they've included that, but it's pretty cool nonetheless. I love her new haircut, but the fact that it's actually a bit deceiving, because she's got like she's still got the little buzz cut at the back. It's just long at the front. But yeah, I really love how she looks with the hood up. Like, she is literally like a Jedi, especially since she's training Ava. The rest is pretty generic, her boots, which are just normal boots. They've got the blue detail, which is of course very, very representative of Maya as a character. So yeah, that's going to be pretty much it. I think we've covered Maya, we've covered Mordecai, we've covered Moxie, and we've covered Tiny Tina. Most excited to see Tina, most excited to see Maya. Not so much fussed about Mordecai. I would like to see a little more of Talon. And Moxie, I couldn't really care for Moxie unless she has some cool side quests again, just like Borderlands 2. So that's going to be it. Hope you found these guides pretty interesting, pretty detailed. There's a whole lot of cool stuff. I may cover the other ones, the older ones, but I'm not sure because they are a little outdated now. Everyone's seen these now. But the Troy and Tyreen ones are really interesting. So that's going to be it. Thanks very much for watching. Please be sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new here, and if you found this a good video to take a look at. I'll be definitely keeping up to date with Borderlands content over the coming, especially with Guardian Con going on right now. There's going to be a whole bunch of new information to cover, so please stay tuned for that. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one.